It's the duo that you love the most, covering events from coast to coast. That podcast is all about the fun with your hosts, Alpity and John. Chirping about gossip like chickadees. Turn up the cast and enjoy the tea. The podcast with the beauty and the brawn. One's a gay turkey and the other is a black swan. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. Live from the John and Company studio in Denver, Colorado, it's that podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Alpity and John.
Hey, what?
Hey, what?
Oh my gosh, the level's looking good. You can hear our voices. You can see my TV, my badge. So what's up?
Do, re, mi. Hey, folks, my name is John.
I'm Alpity. My mute
Yes, we
took a
like
little
to
too long.
we really just like to build the hype here. And we are hashtag that podcast. Miss Girl, it's so good to be back on the interwaves here on Twitch. That's French for Twitch.
Oh, it is. Ooh.
Yes,
We
bonjour.
are so smart here. So, yeah.
We are very smart. So as you guys know, we are all over social media at hashtag that podcast. We are live right now on Twitch here Wednesday and every Wednesday. And we're going to be here also on all the podcasting platforms like regular. So nothing abnormal there. But in case you guys hear us interacting with live folks, that's because we are live here on our Twitch channel.
Yes. So you can still catch us on SoundCloud, your favorite platforms like, in Google Store and the apples and, the green things and, all those fun things.
Apples, oranges,
And
cucumbers, tomatoes.
Yes. There's like a kink in my
Green
hair. I
peppers.
don't know what happened. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't know you were into that. Sounds like she has a kink in her hair. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Y'all know what I mean.
The audience just like that. Orders up. Now, Alpity, this is exciting. So we are on episode number 86.
Yes.
Not to be confused with 68
No.
or 58 or 42.
I'm so mad. That is the one part I'm so mad that we did not get. But yeah, we are doing episode 86.
And we're hopefully not going to be 86 from the internet. Just bad dad jokes.
Yes. So what had happened
there's a
was,
reason.
yeah, what had happened
Tell
was,
us, girl, tell us.
so we just started our Twitch journey with episode 84, and beforehand we did like a test run. Everything sounded great. You might have saw us on our Twitch where we were just like, hey, hi guys, oh, woo, yeah. Everything was great, so we thought we were good for episode 84. Everything
Well,
recorded.
kind of. If you were on our Twitch, you only heard me talking the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yes.
So that episode was butchered because poor Alpity's audio was not there. So it literally looked like I was having a very paused conversation with just myself.
It was great.
So luckily, the audio was butchered enough that obviously we couldn't have posted a podcast like that
Exactly.
on the platforms.
Which
And then, yeah.
Which actually we did post them, and as I happened to listen to, I don't remember what I was listening to at that time, but I already had posted the audio onto the SoundCloud, and then I just posted the video to YouTube. So I don't know what I was doing. I think I was trying to pull a TikTok. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get some TikTok footage for us, and yeah, we got a TikTok. I'm pretty sure. Maybe we don't.
Hashtag that podcast wherever we think we're online.
Yeah, let me just double check that real quick.
In any event, if you go to hashtag that podcast, write the word out .com, you'll actually get to our link tree, and we'll make sure to post all of our socials there, including TikTok. If Alpity finds out that we indeed do have a TikTok, turns out we have a TikTok.
Yes, we do confirm to have a TikTok.
Do we have any posts? Is there the champagne bottle post on
No.
there yet?
No,
Okay.
it is not. It is not. So, for some reason, even on our Twitch, I have heck of a time, or heck of a time.
Heck of a time, Dad.
Feeling
So
really
that's
dad
wonderful.
today.
So I'm really glad we announced the huge launch of our TikTok.
Woo!
So yeah, we're on there. I guess we're gonna start making content there. But I imagine you were gonna pull clips from our podcasting episodes.
Exactly, and be like, hey, here's
I
a
got you,
snippet
girl.
of our podcast, because I laughed so hard on my personal account, being like, "That is the most hilarious thing I've ever heard on a podcast ever." So, and
I mean, obvious.
I know that we have those beautiful moments. So I'm just saying, I don't.
That's true. That and beautiful songs. Now we
Yes.
are going to switch it up for you guys. So we're going to talk a little bit. Both Lori and I, as you lovingly know her, El Pity, came up with some subjects ourselves, and we're going to be talking about those here in just a few minutes. But before we get there, it's time for our favorite segment, and that's of course shout
Shout
outs.
outs.
I think there's something wrong with this because it's not.
Like you have to hold it down in order for it to. The battery's
Oh no,
dying.
honey! If I hold it down, so that's a scream sound effect, technically. So it's shout outs.
Actually, this time we will only be doing shouts in order to
Just
cover for our poor soundboard. Uh,
That's true. But I will tell you, my shout is overridden by a shout out, and that's because it's a shout out for my girl El Pity.
oh, it's
And
me.
that's of course because we've been recording the last couple weeks. That's not been successful. But last week we actually were together online, of course, for your birthday. So I wanted to wish you a
Yes.
very happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I did not become the Queen of England.
Wow,
Because
sensitive subject.
yeah, that's gonna come up later in one of my topics. Okay.
She's a super queen. Wait, is that one of your topics? How interesting. Turns
Yes.
out it's one
Well,
of mine as well.
actually, it's related to the Queen in a sense. Let's say that.
It's Queen.
It's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we will rock you, frankly. Is
Okay.
what I'm trying to get at.
I was like, are you trying to teach me a different language? Or like, I'm here for it.
No, that's how most songs are to me. And whoa,
Yeah.
Nelly, there seems to be like more. There's people in our Twitch stream. So if you guys are watching right now, thank you very much.
I've not been watching that. My bad.
No, I tuned over here to the screen. So, hey, folks who are listening, please engage with us in the chat, and we'll make sure to
I
give you a nice little call out.
thought you were gonna say, please, gay.
Please, gay,
It's like,
and then reach out. DMs are always open.
I have a question. How do I gay? That would be.
How do I
good.
gay?
How do I gay? I'm gonna move this down. Just.
Do you have two pairs of scissors?
I do. I do. Is that what I do? Just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
hmm Let's
you
not.
took the bait.
Yeah.
You took the bait, and
Yeah.
then you realized what you did there.
I know
You said,
what.
"I do have two scissors."
No. When I responded that I knew what I was doing then. So,
Oh, okay, phew.
But then I realized what I was doing again, and I was like, let me not get kicked off Twitch. So
Let me know.
that's why I was like, oh, never mind. Because
It's
I was
okay.
committed.
I
I was
endorse.
committed to the joke. Okay.
I
And then
will
was
say,
like,
scissoring to me seems really interesting. Now, the only way that like two gay men can scissor, I think, well, I guess you could penetrate, but it would be like if you had like a double-ended dildo and they were going at it. So,
like a weird yin yang situation.
yeah, yin and yang.
I don't know.
That's why we're here. The yin to your yang, folks.
Amen.
But now, El Pity, so you have some exciting news and topics that we need to talk about
Yes.
that are rocking the world of a certain industry.
Yes.
Not what I'm terribly familiar with,
Yes.
but I pretend.
Yes. And you
Well.
pretend greatly.
Thank you, and I like that you mentioned that.
I don't know the dance. Me likey, likey.
That was in case you guys just think we're saying words. That was a reference to the K-pop group Twice, and
Mm-hmm.
of course I love that song Likey. Now,
It's such a
speaking
good
of
song.
K-pop, it's
Yes.
such a good song. And speaking of groups that you likey, I think you have some news for us, don't you?
I do. So I think for some reason I was going to start doing like some K-pop updates on my YouTube channel or somewhere. So much so that I started to subscribe to All K-pop, their email newsletter that they send out every day. So sometimes I go through my email and catch up on like K-pop news. There's so many emails in there. I really
Did you
need
call
to
it
find
cup dates?
out. Anyways.
Thought that was gonna hit. Anyway.
No. So, anyways, this morning I was like, I'm going to just, kind of clean out some emails, take it day by day. I'm not going to commit to anything because that is not something I do, commitment. um, um, That's
Well,
horrible.
I say that.
I
I
know.
should say that.
I'm like,
Given the circumstances in which I'm in, I should absolutely not be saying
men,
that.
please still call me. Oh God. But
She's a super queen.
but there was three. Well, there was a few topics, titles that I saw the title of, and I'm like, oh, that is hilarious, kind of, and or oh, that is very interesting. So I
Oh.
figured, well, unfortunately, I pulled this up at like 5 or 6 in the morning this morning, so. And this was probably after I put to bed a poor dog that had some booty issues. So, you know. But anyways,
A booty issue, dog. I understand. I've been there.
it's a booty issue.
No, trust me. I'm a top, so trust me. I've definitely been there. It's like I've dealt with little boys with bottom issues. I should clarify, of age. I just like small statured men.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yikes! Why is this the one that records?
We need to specifically clarify. This
I did. Thank
podcast,
goodness.
this
Oh,
podcast is
I
for
just like
18 and up.
18 and up, exactly. And that is my preference in men and or females. And one of the dudes I'm dating right now, well, the dude I'm dating right now, one of the dudes. I'm like, one of the many. Yikes. The one dude that I am dating monogamously.
Oh my god!
Oh Lord, is very small. So I'm 6 foot and he's like 5'8", like 150 pounds. So like to me, a little boy. But I understand how racy that statement can be when I make it on a podcast with no context. So
Oh my
there's
god!
that.
Oh my god! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to see how I'm gonna cut this up to make it funny and appropriate. Okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
hopefully
So
we
back
have
to your topic. Back to
yes,
your cupcake.
yes. So first, we're gonna go ahead.
That's not gonna catch on, is it?
Sure,
Cupcake.
no, my brain has already like what is it called? Dissociated that
Oh,
memory.
cupdated yourself with new
Bloop, already out.
knowledge.
Thanks, brain. Thanks, broken brain.
Thanks, broken brain. Hashtag broken brain. Hashtag
Hashtag.
thank you.
Welcome
And
to.
just so you guys know too, this is not a big call out at all, but if you guys are watching us on Twitch, and you guys see the screen name above our heads, as you can tell, El Pity is not John John, and I am not Go Mean Go, but it's not a big deal at all. I just want to make that call out in case you're like, huh, John John looks super different on his Twitch channel. And wow, El
Can we
Pity's a big ol' hoe on his Twitch. So
Oh no, no, it's
anyway.
just you. Hold on.
Oh
Hold
no,
on.
do not make it just me, I assure you. No!
Hold on. Let me see if I can switch it. Can I? How do I?
Okay, it looks like we are back. It's okay. I didn't, LPD, I want to be clear. I didn't make that call out like passive aggressively so you make a
I
change. I
know.
was saying it just so people aren't like,
Sorry,
who
my
is,
Virgo kicked in, and I was like,
it did. I just
so.
don't want people to go on my channel and look for a black woman and find out that it's a white woman's channel. So I just want to be very clear.
I think it's because I was in the room first, and you're usually here first, so that's.
Okay, what that is, folks, is Sade or Shade because she's calling me out for being late.
No, 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 no. I
I'm
think I
just
just
kidding.
called
I know.
myself out for being late.
She's all, I was in the room first and you were late.
Yeah, for,
I've read
for the
two
first
books
time
since.
ever. I don't read. So this
No,
is gonna be
that's
awkward. Anyway, let's read. Okay.
so back to
Back.
your K-pop updates.
Yes, so
Updates.
this one is an interesting topic, especially since I was just talking about them. Blackpink. So Blackpink.
Ooh.
Why did I?
And that's a K-pop group.
Yeah.
And it's an all-female K-pop group, right?
Yes, and they're very
Of
popular. They
course.
just won a VMA award, and then their lead rapper Lisa just won a VMA for best K-pop song of the year or something like that
Oh
at the
wow.
VMAs. So very cute. You should watch their reactions. So cute. Anyways, netizens discuss how Blackpink's total discography 6 years into their career is similar to the number of tracks including in just one of Taylor Swift's albums.
Wow. So wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So in
So
one so say that again for us dumb people who need to hear it again.
yes, so
Welcome,
netis.
dumb people who are listening. We stand united. Everyone's like, what now? What? Say it. What? One more.
Where's
Say
that
it
voice
again.
coming from? Hello?
I got you guys. I got you. What?
Netizens discuss.
Netizens.
Netizens discuss
Okay,
how.
who's that? Who's netizens discussed?
I'm pretty sure netizens are Korean people,
Citizens. Oh,
citizens.
citizens of Korea.
Yeah,
Netizens.
or Asian citizens. Let me just double check real quick just
Okay.
to be on the safe side because I'm not sure. Um
While she looks it up, you're gonna get a little song. While she looks it up, I'm gonna sing this little song.
hold
You're gonna share your
yeah.
screen on the entire Twitch. Well, figuring this out as we go. So netizens are going to be citizens of something, and we will find
Yes.
out
Yes.
on some level. But that's good. So
Go
they're
ahead and look on your
saying.
side. How about that? Or I can pull up another.
So a netizen is actually okay. Open. Okay, a netizen. Bitch, how are we so stupid? Okay, it is. Oh God, you're gonna feel really dumb when you realize what a netizen is. A netizen is a citizen. Okay,
Uh-huh.
a user of the internet, especially a habitual or avid one. Net zen,
That is
like
so
internet.
dumb.
That is not dumb. It actually makes a lot of sense. We are dumb. We
So
are dumb.
we are dumb.
I say that with respect, with an umlaut over
Yes.
the years.
So we are netizens.
Yes, we are definitely netizens, and we didn't even know it. We didn't even know
No.
we had dual citizenship, United States and netizens. Do I
I'm
get a
here for it.
passport for that?
Yeah.
But
Where do
basically,
I sign
it's a
up? Please take me
citizen of the
home.
net, a net citizen. It describes a person actively involved in online communities or internet in general. I would say we're definitely netizens. So
So why
netizens are saying
so why don't we use netizens more often? Like I only see it on K-pop stuff. Or like
it is interesting that you say who are netizens in K-pop. A simple definition of the term would be a citizen of the net. In K-pop, these citizens, and there are K netizens, the former being any international fan online, and the latter being Korean fans online. So we would be
oh.
netizens in K-pop.
Well, look at that. Wow.
Interesting
Hmm.
things. What I
I
love the internet. What is the difference between netizens and citizens? According to the above definitions, netizen may simply be defined as a citizen of the net, but in a legal sense, as the concept of citizen or citizenship carries it with it both rights and responsibilities. It's like, okay, anyway. And
K-pop's
being a
cool.
netizen is not an official form of citizenship, despite our belief just a few moments ago.
Yeah. So, yep, I
I am
am dumb. I'm
shook.
very dumb. So,
Well, here are some other ones. I will tell you there are other words for netizen. While we before we get into your topic fully, a
yes.
cybernaut, a cyber a sour patch kid. No, I'm just kidding. A cyber cowboy,
Okay.
an infonaut. That sounds really like a choice.
Oh.
A Siberian, spelled like cyber. Woof. There's a cyber surfer. That's kind of cute. And then there's a cyber citizen. So those are just some other words you can use if you do identify as a netizen. That's again cyber citizen, cybernaut, cyber surfer, cyber cowboy, Siberian, or an infonaut. Well, there you have it.
I'm just reflecting on how dumb I am. That's all.
She said, I think it's a citizen of Korea. But girl, you had me. I said, oh, that
Because that's the
tracks.
only time I see it. That is the only time I see it. I'm not.
Oh, I love this
I am
podcast so much.
definitely owning up to me being fucking dumb.
Oh, I mean, listen, we have. There's been many a time that I've been called out on being super silly and stupid on this pod.
I'm
We love
usually.
ourselves, to be
Yeah.
clear, but we do realize we know we're dumb. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Hashtag
Yes.
dumb pride.
I'm book
Um,
smart. Somehow. I don't know. I didn't do good in
I'm
school, but
not.
I know
I'm
shit.
using a book as a coaster right now, so I'm not very book smart. Oh, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not, sis.
I know.
Um, sorry, book. I got nice oak up in this house. I can't be messing it up.
I guess I should say what I shared on my screen. I was looking at a pageant that I kind of want to do, so might do another pageant soon. Once
Oh
I
no, I love that.
once
I mean,
I
not to be a
have
Moby
money.
Dick, but a book reference. Anyway, So your netizens have reported on what?
Oh,
Remind me.
yes. Netizens discuss how Blackpink's total discography 6 years into their career is similar to the number of tracks included in just one of Taylor Swift's albums. So,
So they're saying that they haven't recorded enough.
exactly. So,
Oh, got it. I thought they were throwing shade at Taylor, which, listen, if
no.
there's some Swifties listening, hey, Swifties, I
Hi,
love
Swifties! I
you.
hope you guys are good.
We
Drink
love
your
it.
water. Let's drink water together. Everybody drink.
Oh, I guess you guys can see me, so you can see I'm faking it. On
It's
Twitch,
like,
you guys can see us. On audio, of course, you guys know that we're just voices in your head.
I definitely was drinking water. So.
Nonetheless, so there's so the shade there is that people are indicating Blackpink is just not producing.
And it's nothing, it's not Blackpink's fault, it's their company. So,
Okay, so allegedly the company that they're behind is what
mhm.
restricting them from doing
Pretty much.
music.
I mean, there's been times where they let them rest because I know that Jenny had took a mental health break just to, nothing wrong with that. I just took one. I took a week off of
Hmm.
work. It was great. I did it for my
That
birthday.
that's amazing. You should. Order is
Hmm.
up. Mental health is no joke. I do think people need to definitely take advantage of that.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you, just calling myself out on this public platform. I am not great about taking mental health days. I tend to power through in a very unhealthy way. So I
Sorry.
think,
I had another
yes,
dumb moment. I am so sorry.
please tell us about your dumb.
I was sitting here, so I have my phone in my hand because I'm reading the article, but then I look up and I'm like, why can't I see my phone in the camera? What's wrong? So I'm like sitting here like waving my phone and I'm like, just lift it up. What is wrong
Yeah,
with
like
you?
but it's also your screen. So anyway, the netizens are saying what else? What else is this hot cup date that you have for us?
So stop.
I'm telling you, all the K-pop people are like, that is good, John John, a cup date. Fine, then I'm going to rebrand it. I'm going to put a C on it, and I'm going to do my own segment called Cup Dates, and it's going to be all about men's bulges and cupping them.
Come
Cup dates.
John. Come John. This
Cup of John John. With that nice sorry, so the joke here is I have a podcast that it's
oh
like a motivational podcast called Cup of John John. And it's like this really like a lightweight airy music like ting 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 ting. Oh, that'd be hilarious, and all I'm doing is cupping men's junk. um
my
but
look.
listen, 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4. um I do love bulges, and I love cupping them with consent.
Yes.
Cup date over. Anyway, back to your cup date with a K.
So the fact sorry. The fact that the number of tracks released by Blackpink from 2016 when they debuted until 2022 is similar to the number of tracks included, in just one of Taylor Swift's albums, further led to discussion of YG Entertainment's poor management and restrictions of Blackpink's musical releases. Sorry, I
Interesting.
started laughing because today I was in a big meeting and a portion of the meeting was we were getting picked on to read or like volunteered to read, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna mess up. And
And did they pick on you? Did they popcorn you?
no, sure didn't.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I don't like that at all. Oh my goodness. I
thankfully
don't mind, but
it's a
it's always
lunch
it's
meeting,
always the word.
so I can be
Oh,
like,
good.
I'm eating right now. You
Oh
know.
yeah, I literally, yeah, exactly. I would have like Cheez-Its in my mouth, uh, cheese rolls, mozzarella, parmesan on my nose. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that was going.
I don't.
But nonetheless, now, do you agree with this feedback that the netizens of the world are saying? Like, they
Mhm.
obviously they're stating facts, which is
Yes,
this is this. So it's tea, but it's also like they don't have control over that tea.
exactly.
Blackpink.
Exactly. So, uh, so Taylor's version, Taylor's version, so the one that she did,
Hmm.
back in 2021, has a total of 30 tracks on it.
That's a lot of music.
That is a lot of music.
A lot of
Black,
whining.
yes.
I'm just kidding, Swifties. Do not come for me. I am totally joking. I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. I
Wow.
just thought it was funny to
I've never been so scared for my life.
say. Oh man, yep. This is gonna be the soundbite that gets me
Nope, no, it's
all
not.
the fans in the world. I love you, Swifties. I love you. Hashtag Swifties. Hashtag dumb pride.
Okay, okay.
Moving
Uh,
right along, El
uh,
Pity.
all right,
So
so
T Swift had 30 tracks. That's a lot of music.
yes, Yes.
Period.
Yes. Period. It is a lot of music. Blackpink, from 2016 to 2020, so 6 years, have a total of 32 songs. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. Yeah, it has to be 2 years ago. Was their first album. So 4 years after they debuted, they finally
You
released their
know what's
first album.
interesting? I think that's
Full
good
album. I'm sorry,
perspective.
full album.
Their
So
full album was 32.
yeah,
No, their full discography is 32.
yeah, their full
Taylor Swift
discography.
is 30.
Yes.
That's really interesting to me. And you wonder too, like what. So two things go into that, and I'm sure the people on both sides are indicating this. How many really hits does each engagement does each artist get, right? Meaning, if and I don't know what the comparison is, right? Does Taylor Swift's one album yield her 20 million, 100 million? I don't know, right? 2 billion versus Blackpink's X Y Z, right? What
Yeah.
does that look like? So I'm just curious if they have more longevity in the songs because the songs because there's less of them, so people are streaming them more. I would imagine
Mhm.
they're watching them more on YouTube, and not to take anything away from Taylor as a performer, right? I feel like there's a lot more choreography and involvement in those music videos than, at
Absolutely.
least in
Yeah.
my experience, has been in more of a pop music icon like Taylor. So, yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting, but I wonder. I think they probably have more longevity in each one of their content, right? Like it's,
Mhm.
and I don't think it's like quality over quantity. I just think they get more bang out of their buck.
And I know that their last song, they're releasing another song. Sorry, they're releasing a new song on Friday. But
Ooh, do we know the name of the song?
step down, step back. Hold on, let me look. Dang it, I had it. It.
Step aside, folks.
bu- bu- bu-
Is not
bu-
the title. Step up is not
Shut up!
it because it's
Shut down! Shut down! Shut down!
she said shut up. It's shut down.
I did. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean
Shut
to.
up, shut down. No, it's okay. Hashtag
Shut
shut
down.
down. I love that.
Shut down. So shut down will be coming on Friday. But like,
I hope it's not a late pandemic song. They're like, the whole city is shutting down and I gotta wear a mask all day. And they're like, it's like that's kind of not as topical as it would have been.
sitting on
Oh, Pity's
cars.
trying so hard right now to be supportive. She's like, that was so fucking stupid, but
Like,
I'm not gonna leave you hanging on that, co-host and bestie. I love you, girl. She said, that's just really. That's what you. That's what I have to work with. What? Just know I recognize it,
oh my
and
god.
you're real. You real girl. You are real.
It's just like
Nonetheless,
it's just a reflex now. Just a
she's like, oof. I guess okay.
I
It's
got it. I'm
nothing,
here.
but I'll make it something. Da 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 da. Bam. So it's I gotta tell you, for those of you, I don't know what has occurred. We tweeted in something like that, but there's over 100 people in our Twitch stream. So I just want to say thank you guys who are listening.
Are you serious?
Um, yeah, it's
Hi.
super nuts.
Oh,
So
hi, RuPaul. Hi.
and the famous RuPaul, spelled Paw, of course, is in the Twitch channel today. We love you, and of course both your daddies. So it's super nuts. So we just want to say thank you guys for supporting.
Hi.
Um, our shenanigans are.
I only have
Oh, and
OBS
RuPaul
up.
said
Woof, woof, woof.
that's interesting. I have IBS, so that's
Close enough.
much different situation.
I
And
have
OBS, just so you guys know,
I
is
have
an
apparently
acronym.
lactose intolerance, so that's
Yeah,
not good.
very intolerant, if you ask me.
Yes. Yes.
Um, no, but RuPaul does say woof woof woof, and as we say in the bear community, which doesn't really make sense, woof.
I
So
would like to.
we say that. You know that like as men in the queer community, typically in the bear community, but all over, we will say like if someone's like hot, we'll say woof. Like, but we won't actually be like woof woof. We'll just say woof.
Just like, oh, wolf. Like that?
But I also tend to say it like when things are super awkward and rough. I'll be like woof. In any situation, at work too.
I'm sorry.
So I might be dog. I might be dabbling in pup play. Just kidding.
I don't I don't know how to take that, but
No, but to speak about, not to make this into like something sexual, but this is what we do. Pup
sex.
play. I admire people who get into pup play. I genuinely do,
Oh,
because
it's
I
like
can't get into like, no, sorry, to clarify, pup play as in acting like a dog, not boinking dogs, which is where I think El Pity's brain went.
oh my god.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
talking about boinking pups, okay? Well, puppies. I'm talking about boinking pups. Nonetheless, there is a community that likes that. You know what we're gonna do is we're going to move on from this topic.
My brain's about to explode with information. I don't know what's going on right now.
What we will do is simply move on
Okay.
from that quickly. We will take a hard right turn at the next stoplight and figure this show out again. No, you know
Oh
what? I know from history we won't actually. So you're in for the ride, folks. But Pity, there's more cup dates that you have for us, aren't there?
my god. The last article I just looked at again and I realized, oh, this crazy trade is not over. God damn it.
Why is that?
Well, let me go on my second story. So once again,
Okay,
this is from
second
all.
story number two.
Yes, this is from all K-pop. They posted this 6 days ago. So yes, on my birthday.
And it's all K-pop, just so I know. Is that this is a notable K-pop news, a place where you can get cup dates? Is that true?
Yeah, sure. Yep. I mean,
Okay,
I hope so. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
perfect. And for those of you that don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually moving my soda into another cup because I'm not going to promote this company if they're not paying me. So they're certainly not going to get free promotion. But it's a delicious
I
beverage
mean,
that
I
will be
might
going into a
promote
red
until
solo cup.
somebody pays me.
Oof. She's like, Yeti, sponsored by not Yeti.
Too much for the bit. Dang it. All right. So this next story, I did not read
Sorry,
this
that's
through.
eyes. Hit me, girl.
Hit me. Um, lo- God.
L'chaim, yeah, same to you, girl.
L'chaim.
Now get to the story.
Locals reveal their awareness of the junk.
Hold on, locals of the net
I don't know.
or
I don't.
internet locals, netizens, cyber cowboys,
I don't know.
infonauts.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Locals reveal their awareness of the Jungkook from BTS, and
Uh-huh. Oh, I recognize that name. I love Jungkook. Trust me, I've seen those videos. Woof.
God damn it! And Princess Diana reincarnation theory, making him the #1 worldwide breakout topic related to Princess Diana.
Whoa. Okay, so they're claiming this article is claiming that Jungkook is a reincarnation of Princess Di.
Yes, so the Jungkook Diana reincarnation theory once again became hot. Oh, I already read that part. So it popped up because it was the anniversary of Princess Diana on September 1st. So great.
Do you remember where you were when Princess Diana died?
At home,
At home.
I was about to turn 10 years old.
Riveting.
Right?
Wow.
Right?
Riveting
Yeah,
information.
yeah.
Yeah, I
'cause-
think you. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
because you're
So.
substantially older than me, for sure.
God damn.
What is up? No, you're not. We're like a year apart, maybe like not even a year.
A
I
couple of
was.
months.
I'll get into this a little bit later too, but I was actually at a castle. Stay tuned. I'll tell you more
Oh,
in my segment coming up.
called Cupping Balls in a Castle.
Yes, on my new OnlyFans podcast called Cup Dates.
Cup dates with me.
Yes, but so that is super funny though that they. I love conspiracy theories and I love ones that actually kind of make sense. Now, are they saying that like he was born after she had passed? Like
She was born on. No, sorry. Whoops. He was born on September 1st, 97. And she passed on September 1st, 97. And they're saying that their features kind of look like each other. I
stop it.
guess. I think so. I think this is what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna post this on our socials. You're
Yeah.
gonna tell us if Jungkook and Princess Di have similar features.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would imagine that there are similar features.
I mean, they just. I don't.
That would be really reaching.
Yeah, it's reaching.
don't
Yeah,
think
it
so,
probably is not. It's probably not saying that, but they're just saying like it might be because he was born on that day and she died on that day. So
for sure. I love Princess Diana, frankly, and I love Jungkook. So from that correlation, I could see it as reality.
yeah.
But I will tell you, I've never looked up like Princess Diana bulge videos like I have Jungkook bulge videos.
What the fuck is going on here? Is it,
Oh,
fuck?
no.
Oh, it's
I mean,
Mercury
come on, but
retrograde, huh? Is that
Mercury is retrograde,
Yeah.
and Gatorade for that matter. But the
Hey.
hey, but yeah, but you know that that's like a thing, right? Like that his package is like a.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Diana Jungkook thing. I was like, no, I didn't know that was a
Uh,
thing until this morning.
but as a cup date journalist, you're familiar that like his junk has been the talk of the town, right?
I no, did not know that. I
Really?
did
It's
not
very
know that.
popular. If you, yeah, there's some videos that you can certainly.
Come look at bulges.
Oh,
Thank you for coming to hashtag that podcast where we talk about bulges.
we love them absolutely. Now, so yeah, well, we'll ask the roaring public if they believe that they are doppelgangers or reincarnations. And here's the thing: I don't think we reincarnate like that. I don't think like it's not to me. It's not that like glamorous. It ain't like Princess Diana to Jungkook. It's like Michael Jackson to Lab Rat. It's like Princess Diana to Garden Goat. Like it's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I don't know what a garden goat is, but it was really cute alliteration.
It was
So
goddamn
I'm
what it was a
just
lab
assuming it's a
rat.
goat that's in a garden. Okay, one that lives in a garden, not on a farm. But you know, I mean, it doesn't have like it's ridiculous. Like the Dalai Lama, a butterfly. It's like things like that. But I don't. And I think Michael Jackson's probably not a lab rat. He might be a corgi or something for all I know.
He was the Queen's Corgi. Now where'd he
He
got
might have
go
been one of the
now?
Queen's corgis, exactly.
Yeah.
Or it could be he could be anything. He could be a plant. He could be a sunflower for all I know. Mm,
Rewind.
I,
Excuse
I
me. Excuse me. Did you... he could be anything he wants to be. He could be an airplane.
well, I won't go that far, but I just think things that grow from the ground. He could be a tree. He could be a sunflower. He could be an airplane. If you want to be a Corvette, he could be a Corvette girl.
I guess so. You could possess stuff, I guess.
Shoot, no, I do wonder what MJ is reincarnated as. I bet you it's something simple because he lived such an extravagant life, so it had to be like a sunflower. He's probably just sitting on a farm talking about just wobbling back and forth as a sunflower. He'll pick in his face for to eat those little seeds.
I am writing
Like, get out
down
of here!
keyword.
Get out of here! Michael Jackson, how do you feel about being sunflowers? I hate it. It's so sad that he's a sunflower now. Oh Lord, it's crazy. He's all telling the other sunflowers. He goes, "In my last life, I was the king of pop." They're like, okay, okay, Michael Jackson sunflower. Okay, big wild dreams over there. We're sure.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god. Fortunately, I have paper towels here because sometimes you like to eat at your desk. So.
Exactly. So next time you see a sunflower, you're welcome. Gonna make a change
Oh, I forgot my
for
mic
once
wasn't
in
on. I was
my life. So that's it. So there you have it. So we don't know what we're reincarnated as, but I don't think it goes from like very famous people to very famous people. I don't think it's like Janis Joplin to Elvis to Lady Gaga. I
Oh
just
my
don't. I think it's
god! Holy
like I said. I
shit!
think it goes Michael Jackson, Sunflower, Avril Lavigne,
Oh my god! Oh,
back
that
to
was
Sunflower.
shit. I didn't realize I needed that laugh. That was great. Oh man. Well, who's ready for some more laughs? Once again, this is 18 plus podcast.
That's right, and we're here all day for
um,
your cup date.
I'm sorry. I was
Not a
looking
thing
at
still,
chat.
no problem.
I was looking at chat like as though I was on The Office.
Exactly. I put my Elpidi is currently looking at the camera with her glasses above, and then I decided to move my headset. Anyway, nonetheless, your third story here. Tell us about your third story.
My last and final story. Police collect the DNA of residents at an apartment where a sex doll fell and damaged a parked car.
Wow. Was it a K-pop person? Oh,
No.
this is not a K-pop update anymore.
It's just a random Korean.
Oh, it's just a news article. Oh, I'm like, oh my god, who? What K-pop group?
Oh yeah,
Who was it?
the sex doll is totally a K-pop star. So
Hmm.
totally an idol. Totally.
So read the story again. I was thinking about the context of it being a famous person.
So
Maybe it was Michael Jackson dropping blanket.
blanket, blanket's so light.
That's
Oh
his
my
child's
god.
nickname, folks, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
Blanket. Anyway.
Blanket. I love him.
Mhm.
I just want to show him to the world.
Just under the word blanket.
Blanket.
I convinced someone the other day after the Queen had passed. I convinced them like, yeah, Buckingham Palace, because I think Meghan Markle or someone wasn't allowed on the Queen's balcony for the Jubilee or something like that. I don't know
Hmm.
this news story exactly, but I was referencing that. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, but she let Michael Jackson up there with blanket dangling, and this person said, "Oh my God, can you believe that?" I'm like, "No, that happened. I think in Paris or France. Like, I think it happened like in France somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe Paris, but I don't think it happened at Buckingham Palace. I don't think blanket was dangling next to the Queen at the
Can you
Jubilee.
believe
But
that happened?
like, it did happen.
No,
Anyway,
no, no, no. Sorry.
that's crazy. So the sex doll fell from how many stories into someone's parked car?
So stories. Okay, so this happened in Incheon in South Korea on September 11th. So the National Forensic Research Institute responded to the police. Oh wait, let's see. I skipped some stars. Some stars. Yep. The police are looking for the suspect in connection with the case where a car was damaged by a falling adult toy called Real Doll from an apartment in Incheon. According to the Nanhyun, oh gosh, I hope that's right. Police station in Incheon on September 11th, the National Forensic Research Institute responded to the police, saying that they couldn't identify the suspect after analyzing the DNA that the police recently collected from the real doll. We are not googling real
Yeah,
doll. We're not
no,
googling.
real doll. No, but I do. But I would imagine that if it's real doll, it's probably like because I've seen these things. Like there's like TLC shows on it. I know some very kinky people. There's a myriad of reasons that I know about these things, but they're
Okay.
literally like dolls that weigh like 150 pounds, 200 pounds. Like they're human bodies basically in doll form. Like they're real life dolls, flesh feeling like, but are dolls like just like real life humans made of plastic or not even plastic, but like a malleable tissue. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but
I
anyway.
sometimes forget my face does things. I
Yes, it
apologize.
does. It does do things. And speaking of doing things, the sex doll does the same faces actually, Albany. So so you might think you're very unique, but sis, you're not because a sex doll does what we do. No, I'm just kidding. But really, these sex dolls are like real. Like some of them blink. They, I don't think they talk or
Oh,
anything
I
because
was like blinking lights. They got flashing
they
lights.
blink.
Like all
Yeah,
of a sudden, just
they
rainbow
flash.
lights.
Hmm.
Just boom, tick,
Dee,
tick,
dee,
tick,
dee,
tick, tick.
dee, 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 dee. Woo-hoo! Celebrate good time. And then it goes flying out the window. They're like, no!
Like
Alice!
I'm just thinking like some dude was like had a secret real doll, or he maybe just got it. I don't know, because I don't know if they said it's like been used multiple times or not. Ew, I hope not. They don't say that. Uh, I was very
Yeah,
really.
you just wonder what the condition of this doll is. But here's the also the reality. Like, where do you dispose of this doll? Because here's the reality. If he like hoisted this doll over his shoulder and took it to the dumpster, like there's gonna be some like public circuit television that's going to be like,
What
this
the
man
fuck?
just dropped a human
Like
body
you
in
have to
the
go in front of the
dumpster.
the camera and be like, it's a sex doll. Feel free to check, but
Uh
that's
huh.
gross. Like like
You're all like in front of the camera, like dangling. And then if you do that, like you're showing it its doll, then other people are like looking out their windows, like, oh my God.
like you gotta call the cops to ask them, hey, how do I dispose of a sex doll? Like,
Minchin was a nice neighborhood until he moved in.
exactly.
Uh, but no, so but where would you dispose of it? And then the question is also like, do you think he disposed of it by like tossing it through a window? Was it like a drive by, like a car, like he threw it at the passenger side?
So
Or do you have the actual details for
I'm
the police
trying to
report?
I'm trying to find them again, and I lost them because I just kept scrolling. So it looks like it had. Let's see. According to the police, are conducting an investigation focusing on one apartment building where the object is likely to have fallen, taking into account the location where the damaged vehicle was parked at the time of the incident. It was also revealed that 4 to 5 households that live in the apartment building have already cooperated with the police in giving their DNA.
Oh my God! They're like, that is a mess. They even can you imagine having to do that? Like neighbors are annoying, but imagine like having to give your DNA because someone threw their sex doll out the window.
So,
Anyway.
so here's the thing. The vehicle's roof was severely caved in by the real doll, weighing more than 15 kilograms, only 33 pounds. Why was it only 33
Oh,
pounds? Or was it just like certain body parts?
maybe I'm. Well, I, it's, Barbies. There's just like certain parts of the Barbie that are missing. That's the only thing
like the
about
makeup dolls, like
exactly. It's just the torso of the doll was thrown on the car.
right.
No, so I might have guessed too high on these sex dolls because I guess 150 pounds would be like nearly impossible moving, but 30
But
pounds is still heavy.
I think I would. Why wouldn't there be that? People make robots. I feel like they could easily make a sex bot, like on
Well, yeah,
Rick
because
and
I would imagine
Morty.
it's different. Because think about it, if like it's not like one of the blow up dolls, because like the blow up dolls would just like kind of like if you throw a piece of paper, it's just be like side to side, and it probably wouldn't even damage any cars.
I forgot where I was again. I was like, why are you doing?
Although, have you ever thought about how hilarious it would be? I just thought of this idea, but how funny would it be to get a bunch of sex blow up dolls and put helium in them, and then just have them like a bunch of sex dolls in the air?
All right, guys. This is what we will do.
At
I don't know if we're
weddings and bar mitzvahs, we don't
no,
want
no,
you to
no,
do it.
no, no,
No,
no. If we get 100 subscribers, or should we say more? If we get
no,
1,000,
100. 100.
I'll do
I'll
it.
put
Yeah,
up a sex doll with helium with 100
I'll put up
subscribers.
a sex doll. I'm gonna have to, where am I going? I'm gonna go to my boss's house and be like,
Ex-
keep the kids inside real quick. I just need the kids inside. Just trust
Wait,
me.
why? Does your boss have a sex doll?
No, I was saying like
Oh,
I'll release it by his house
oh, got it. I'm like, wait, hold on. I'm like, wait, hold up.
as like a
Like that.
joke.
Got it. Got it. Got it. I was
Yeah,
like, wait, hold on. I'm like,
he
is
would
that?
kill me.
Yeah, that would be. But that'd be hilarious. I'm telling you, just seeing a bunch of little
I wouldn't
sex
do
dolls
that.
in the air.
The boss, there's two bosses that live close by. I would not come to your house and do that. I promise. I love you
I
guys.
assure you, and
I
I'm sure that
promise.
you do not have a sex doll. I assure you. I
I,
don't even
I,
know you people. I'm sorry for doing the joke.
my work knows about my podcast. It's fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there is that. So,
So the
but I do wonder. Do you think it was intentional, or do you think like he was blinking the doll out the window?
here's the thing. It was confirmed that the scene on the real doll falling was not recorded on the surveillance camera or the black box of the parked car in the apartment complex. So
It was recorded.
it was not recorded.
Wow, interesting. So
Yes.
maybe that is just fascinating. Because I would imagine the only thing that people really care about at this point is the damage to the car. Who's
Mm-hmm.
paying for that, right?
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
and do we even know the name of the sex doll? Did anyone even get her name?
Like, what about her rights?
What about Alice?
Right.
Alice the sex doll. Just,
I
yeah,
know that they are
she's
looking.
the best part. This is how you know El Pity is a supportive co-host because she's looking right now in the article as if the doll would have a name, and the doll will not have a name. El Pity, okay? We will call her
No,
Alice
there was something else important in here.
because she jumped down the well and missed. Poor Alice.
The charges, I think it was just like damage to personal property. So they just need to pay for that. That's
Just
the only charge.
imagine that would just be hilarious.
Excuse me.
We will
guys.
probably research this at a later time to see if these dolls really do weigh that because I'm super curious, like, or if they're missing. But I do wonder
Or they're
what the
missing.
story was, or if there was missing parts like El Pity mentioned because I'm like that could be a thing.
So I'm totally thinking that like some guy or girl, who knows, somebody bought a sex doll, didn't want their person to know, or maybe they live with their parents, and somebody walked in while they were getting the real doll out, and he was like, "Oop, get out, real doll!" And there she went, or he. I don't-
She's all, what celebrity do you think that was before it was a sex doll?
Why does it have to be a celebrity?
Because, like I said, it's the ebbs and flows, baby. It had to have been like, like Mahatma Gandhi to sex doll. Mahatma Gandhi to Alice. The sex doll. Poor thing. Anyway, be the change you want to see in the world. Speaking of changes in the world, a lot has really recently gripped us.
Yes.
And that being, of course, the death of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes. Number dos.
Numero dos. No, super sad. So she obviously was the monarch in the good old
Apparently.
UK.
She was apparently.
Allegedly. We have to start-
Allegedly.
when you're a journalist in this industry, everything has to start with
Allegedly.
But she was crowned queen like a long time ago, 1953. So she served what, almost 70 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Just had her
as
platinum jubilee.
queen.
Platinum millennium. Nope, not millennium.
Yep. No.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Or millennial. Millennial Jubilee.
Millennial.
When do
Millennial
I get one of
Jubilee.
those?
We're gonna get them soon. But
Like,
no, it was super. So
well,
hit me.
15-year-old girls get quinceañeras, so why can't I get quinceañeras? Quinceañeras.
Quinceanart.
Just quinceañeras. Um, why can't I have a millennial jubilee when I
We
now
should
I'm
have a Netizen celebration party for you. You
no.
finally getting your netizenship.
Yeah, now that I know what the fuck it is. I had it all along. It's like the Wizard of Oz. I asked for a heart, but I had it
I,
all along.
all along, it's such a and then when you find the definition that's like internet net is you're just like wah, 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 wah. So anyway, but you're listen, you're still my queen, unlike
You're
the one
my
that has recently
queen
passed.
too,
Um,
baby.
but it is interesting. The queen. So I do want to talk about this week because it'd be we'd be remiss to not mention the queen.
Sorry, I'm
Of
crying
course, you
again
know
about the queen. I promise.
I know she has sinusitis. Is that what it's called?
Rhinitis, but yeah, usually it could also.
Sinusitis.
But sinusitis is a thing too. It's really just a sinus infection.
I'm a
Yeah.
doctor,
Yeah.
after all.
Yes.
Dr. J. It's like just bad. No, it's not that.
Who's that?
Um,
Mm-mm.
but
That's not
speaking
it.
of doctors, the doctors were unable to keep Queen Elizabeth alive.
Oh
I'm
my
just kidding. That's terrible. It was a bad segue. But no, Queen Elizabeth obviously passed away very safely and humbly in her home in Burma,
comfortably.
comfortably in Burma, Burma. But I do want to take this time to really talk about it because did you know? So I'm fascinated by the Queen. The Queen always has all these crazy things, and we talked about Diana earlier.
Yeah,
And when Diana
sure
passed,
did.
which was her, yeah, exactly, or Jungkook. Um, but I remember I was actually in Germany, living at the time when Diana died, and I was actually at the Heidelberg Castle,
Hmm.
and we found out the news. I like it's so funny how you find out news then because like no one had social. It's like
Yeah.
there was this like murmuring, and then my mom and dad told me that yeah, Princess Diana had passed.
Ooh.
And my mom was super sad about it. She loved Diana, so we were
She
like
had a
glued
beanie
to the
baby.
TV. Exactly,
Hmm.
Beanie Babes, the good
Beanie
old.
babies.
But yeah, so with that being said, I think a lot, Beanie Babies, Ty. That's the
Die.
brand.
Ah.
Just the like terrible
A
TY,
tie.
remember?
Yep.
Ty.
And
Ty
they
Beanie Babies.
die beanie babies. They make
Oh,
other
yeah.
stuff too. They make other like stuffed animals because I have a TY Thai bunny that I got for my third birthday. One of my first
Does it
core
have big eyes?
memories. Does not have big eyes, no.
Because
Oh,
that's their thing right now. Have you seen the big eye toy things that they do?
no.
Yeah, they sell them at like the gas station at you. I'm like,
I'm
wow.
talking about something for my third birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I don't think I have anything for my third birthday except for just terrible memories.
Oh.
Ah! No, I'm just kidding. No, not at all. I had great birthdays. That's when we like would celebrate our birthdays in a McDonald's. That's like really where it's at. I legit may throw my next birthday party in a McDonald's. Like
I'm in.
cater that bitch. Just rent out the play place. I don't even think they got play places anymore, but
Yeah.
we'd find one with one.
Right. But and there's still like COVID floating around or something like that. Remember, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, gotta write this down. Because I've had my birthday parties here. So before it was Discovery Zone, it was called Leaps and Bounds, and then they turned it into a
Oh yes,
Discovery Zone.
Discovery. And then
So
it was like a Disney place. Like it wasn't it like then it was
no,
wasn't
it
there a
turned into
Disney place in Highlander?
no, that's it's still it turned into a Chuck E. Cheese after Discovery Zone.
And then what was there was a Disney place in the Highlands Ranch area where you grew up. And we're talking about Colorado, of course. But there was like a because I remember like going to like a Bugs Life exhibit.
Oh, maybe did they have it at that like nature exhibit like in Lone Tree?
Might have been that,
Like
yeah, but
further
it
up
was
like
before that probably.
yeah, because I felt like that was around the time when Floyd might have been in high school. So that's
And Floyd is her very
yeah.
famous brother.
Oh God,
Um,
my brother's famous. So
I love it, but I do love A Bug's Life, just to be very honest with you.
the Bugs Life.
Great Disney movie. Um, so, but yeah, the Queen. So let's get back to her, silly goose.
I guess.
So of course the anniversary happens, and then of course then there's all this talk about the Queen and who will be obviously taking over, for lack of better words, once she leaves the
Mhm.
throne. And in this case, it happened via death, which was super sad. But it was interesting because we were supposed to record, and the entire internet, especially when it comes to the UK and media, went dark for her. Right, went black fully. BBC, as El Pity let me know, um, went fully black. That's not a joke.
I
As
text him
bad as
that,
it
and
sounds.
he's why I gotta be about race.
I gotta be about race, El Pity.
But I'm like so
Wow.
excited, like not excited, but like hurry, be like, oh my gosh, this happened, da 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 da. Then I just ignored his joke. I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah, we're moving on, is what we're
Yes,
doing.
yes,
But
we're
yeah,
moving.
so the queen had passed, which was super crazy. Um, and I kind of knew. I kind of knew that it was going to happen, especially with kind of what you and I have talked about. There's a protocol,
Mhm.
things are occurring, the hours were
Protocol.
ticking.
That's the damn word I've been looking for because I keep telling the story like, oh my god, on my birthday. Guess what? So here's the thing. Like I am such like I don't know. I fell down a YouTube hole somehow
Uh-huh.
one night and it was about the queen and it was about like what happens when she dies and this video was just like it's like 16 minute, like I think it's 16 minutes, either 54 seconds or 45 seconds, and I could be completely wrong. um
Well, okay, so you could possibly be taking what I think is most fascinating when the queen passes, what changes. But
mhm.
what do you think is the most fascinating thing that changes once the queen passes? Like what did you find like, oh wow, or maybe I didn't know that, or just something you just find interesting?
um s- uh, One of the things were from yesterday when the new king and his siblings had to like stand by the coffin, I guess
Hmm.
the throne coffin coffin throne
Hmm.
coming
The
to
coffin throne.
Walmart, you know.
So, but it's the queen coffin throne. So I mean, it was. I mean,
I don't know if that's well. So what I liked about it is it looks like they have a protocol for everything, and they
hmm.
all four siblings were walking in sync. So Charles was first, and then like I don't know the rest of them their names, but it was like one, two, and then one. So like if you're the diamond formation in beer pong,
Oh yeah. So that's one in the front, one in the
yeah.
back, two on the side to side.
But they were so in sync, and it was just so cool. I'm a former cheerleader, so I love being in sync. Also, I'm a Virgo who has OCD. Like, what the fuck?
And isn't it funny? Totally relatable from the OCD part and
Yes,
major ADD. Less cheerleader, although I would have loved to do that.
you would have been
But
great.
I love. Thank you. Okay. Now I do think but symmetry and like being on point can be super difficult. But even when you're in sync simply, it makes things look super clean. And I think
Mhm.
to your point, like the protocol of like just that professionalism. I'm also fascinated like about that whole thing, like even as something as simple as like the thing that he was presenting from his little
Oh, his
podium
desk.
looking thing.
Yeah.
It's like that's all gold. Like it's like, and
Mhm.
you bet, I would bet it's real gold, right? Like it's just crazy. It's like
Exactly.
the ornateness of all of it. Um, yeah, it's fascinating. I do think it's interesting that King Charles III now is going to be king slash is king.
Yes.
He is officially king,
And
king,
then
king, king.
we have to wait a few months for coronation, but I believe the funeral is on Monday, the 19th.
Oh wow.
Yes, but what I liked, I don't want to say what I liked. What I
Hmm.
It was cool to follow the protocol because once they said everybody got the notification where it was like right now doctors are saying that the queen isn't feeling well and is asking for family to be by her bedside. That's literally like step one of the protocol where it's like doctors will let the public know or they'll say like they'll start to ask the family to come there. So and
And everyone came, all the
mhm.
kiddos, the grandkids, like.
Mhm.
And that's what's interesting. And it's interesting timing of people's death. It can be really interesting for who takes over,
Mhm.
right? Because my understanding, right, if Charles say had passed prior to Queen Elizabeth, would then the next line of succession be Prince Edward,
I
or would it then go to the oldest of the first? Because I
I
don't know, to be honest.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Um I
Because my
think
understanding is like with the order in which people die, it really is like what's indicative of like who's going to take over.
yeah,
So if Charles wasn't alive, does it go to his next
cuz
kin?
yes, cuz so I know that if as far as Charles, if Will dies, King William, and his whole, well, it's his whole family dies, then Harry moves up. It doesn't like go back up to Charles. I know that, so that doesn't help anything. Doesn't help. Doesn't help.
But I do wonder because but that happened after um how do I say this? That would happen after her death. But I wonder if prior to the death, if something happened. Again, we're not terribly versed in, it, although we know quite a bit for Americans, for the
Yeah,
lack of better word.
I
But it is interesting.
I think William Prince William would move up to next in line to heir.
It's interesting. His, King Charles's net worth, which is really interesting, especially as king, and they're anticipating it growing,
Mhm.
but his net worth right now is like $440 million. So like that's only going to it's going to likely get so much more large because there's so much wealth within that family.
Mhm.
It's really interesting. And Queen Elizabeth was super iconic. And of course, it's wonderful to have a female that has really led the country for so long. She, as we talked about earlier, she served 15 UK prime ministers, which is fascinating, which is a ton. And one thing I didn't know, this is actually, and this was not the part that fascinated me the most, which I'll get to, but she had two birthdays. So her actual birthday was April 21,
Mhm.
and her official birthday, which I don't have no idea what that even means, was held on a Saturday in June when the weather's better. So
What?
she, her,
Oh, so they celebrate her birthday in June. Is that when they do the jubilees as well?
I would imagine so, probably. I
Okay.
would assume, but I don't know that for sure. Um, and she was also, this is also fascinating. She was also the only person in the UK allowed to drive without a license.
Yes.
So she kept driving for years, right, as you know, without her license, which is
Yes.
actually hilarious because the Queen. Um, but I do. I think it's for her to really have been the face of UK for so long and made such a change and had to be malleable in all of this, I think says a lot about this woman. I do have tremendous respect for Queen Elizabeth the second, of course. Um, and yeah, it's super sad that she'd passed. I think what's great is she leaves a really great legacy and family to be able to take over.
Mhm.
Um, and which really brings me to the part that shocked me the most with protocol. The one thing that I think is really interesting and kind of a fun fact is the currency, right? The currency is all going to be switched out as well, which I find fascinating.
Yep.
Obviously, the currency has the current reigning king/queen on it, and of course, currently today it has Queen Elizabeth II on
Mhm.
the coins, the bills, and that'll all be in the next 2 years be
Switched out.
transitioned out,
Yeah.
and which is nuts. The thing, like King Charles will be on all the currency there in a few years, like Queen Elizabeth was for so many years. But that was one piece of the protocol that I actually didn't know until this death occurred. I was like, oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess they
like
do have to
the
totally.
Mint's already working on it. Like they are
Mhm.
working on it now. So, which is
That is
wild.
fascinating.
It is wild. But I know that with the protocol, um, journalists, newscasters, all that stuff, they have to have a black outfit ready to go at all times, and they practice their procedures multiple times during the year. So they should. Most of
These
them are
are
ready.
journalists. These are journalists on all platforms, basically in the UK
Mhm.
primarily, are just always on deck to be ready for the death. Because here's the reality: she was what 96, so death could have happened in the last 20 plus years. Obviously, freak accidents happens all the time, but
Yep.
as you get older, there's like a different plan, right? So
Exactly. So
to your point, just be on the ready.
but a lot of people in the UK were starting to say like they're starting to well probably here too because we were all watching BBC and like all that stuff. I was watching. I think I found Sky News. I don't know what that is, but I
Oh,
watched it.
that BBC. Yeah, that's what
Hmm.
I was watching that day
Yes.
specifically.
So, but people were starting to see like people were already changing like their ties out with like a black tie, and that is part of the protocol too when announcing. So, I'm pretty sure that they have to announce at the exact same time. So that's why it takes a long time to notify all the people that need to be notified. So world leaders with the world leaders first, the Commonwealth leaders. I guess it's Commonwealth with countries. I don't know. I
Something I
really,
don't have.
yeah,
Commonwealth. I have common poor.
me too.
I'm glad that there's Commonwealth along somewhere. But yeah, no, and this kind of sounded like this. Ready? We've just gotten a telegram, and the Queen is dead.
This just in. Queen Elizabeth II has been
Oh.
confirmed dead. Oh no. I mean, well, I did see a couple of stories. I have not checked all the sources, but there were some people who were like protesting and be like, "We didn't ask for this king," or like, "This is what the monarchy doesn't," or people have been yelling about it, and people have been getting arrested for protesting. So
Oh wow, that's interesting.
that's
I saw a funny meme with Prince Charles's fingers, and it said, "Wouldn't you want to be fingered by those fat fingers?" I wish I was kidding, but I saw it on Instagram today, and I thought it was
our social
the.
medias are not synced up. I can. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wow, that is something else. He does have very like ballooned fingers, so
I
I
don't
thought.
think I've ever looked at his fingers. So it's,
So that's the thing. Um,
it's weird.
we clearly have different sources of social media,
Yeah,
news,
news.
etc., etc. But I'll pity, this was a blasty blast. And that,
Yes.
just to verify, this is a recorded podcast.
Yep, I see that. I see stop recording because I have not stopped the recording yet, so it is still
So
recording.
it is still recording, which is great.
Yes.
So the good news is, those of you listening not on Twitch today, you get to hear this on the podcasting platform. Episode number 86, 85, and
We
84
didn't.
are in the abyss
Yeah,
somewhere.
we didn't talk about 85. 85 didn't record.
No, it didn't. That's what you
Yeah.
were kind of going there. Yeah.
Yeah.
84, it was just me. 85 just plain didn't record.
Yeah.
And so we're here on 86. We
Yeah.
will not be 86. The Queen may have been 86 from this earth by God, but this has been a
That
wonderful
podcast.
show. No, I don't know. I was trying to transition out of 86, but this was fun. And so we'll be back here every Wednesday on the Wednesday,
Mhm.
and of course on the podcasting platforms later that evening.
Yep. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go edit some stuff, and I'm recording, and I know it, and I double check too. So make sure you check out our website #thatpodcast.com to find all our
That's
fun
right.
social media and all of our pretty faces and stuff like that.
That's right.
And our
My name is John
butts.
John,
And I'm El
and
Pity.
and our
There's
and
our
we are
butts.
hashtag that podcast.
Podcast.
We'll talk to you next time. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.